Good afternoon. Today I want to talk a little bit about the coronavirus and the things that are going on in the international community and what's going on here at home. I want to start by addressing the people that say that the flu is worse than the coronavirus. Although I don't think that this coronavirus is going to be that big of an issue in the end, it definitely is more dangerous than the flu. It is 35 times more fatal. With all that said, more than likely anybody watching this will be fine. We're still talking about a fatality rate of about 3%. So it's not the end of the world, and it's not going to be the end of the world. Hopefully you have some supplies on hand, so if there's shortages, like we're already seeing some, but if it gets worse, hopefully you have some supplies on hand. One of the big issues I want to talk about, though, is how, as a country, America, we've become so reliant on China for basic supplies. Example, I'm going to pull up an article in which China is hoarding N95 masks that our medical establishment needs, our doctors and nurses, so that they can stop the spread of this virus. We're not making them here. We're counting on China to make them. China's not shipping them out. In fact, they had a boat that was sailing over here not that long ago. They ran out. They had the boat turned around. This is a big problem that we're facing, and it's not just masks, it's all kinds of medical supplies and other supplies too. As a nation, we cannot rely on foreign governments to supply the things we need to take care of ourselves. We have to become more self-sufficient and reliant. We stopped making this stuff. We got rid of a lot of our manufacturing facilities a long time ago. We started shipping everything overseas to be made. That way we could create a bigger profit. And the problem is, in a situation like this, it really comes back to bite us in the butt. We have to do better. We have to bring manufacturing back to the States. We need to be self-reliant. Now, I want to talk a little about preparation. I hope that people have some food on hand. Hopefully you got some toilet paper before it's sold out. But despite how good it is to have some food on hand, to have water on hand, none of that will do you any good unless you have a means to protect yourself. And by that, I mean you need some sort of firearm. If you're never fired a firearm before, if you've never bought one, or maybe you fired one, but you fired a friend's, family members, but you've never bought one, you want something for protection, I highly suggest that you get a shotgun. And the reason I say this is because a shotgun, you can get buckshot, you can get birdshot, you're shooting shots, so it's lots of small projectiles going out that'll penetrate and do what you want, but it will not over-penetrate. You don't have to worry about the projectile going through your intended target, hitting a neighbor, or something like that. And if your shot isn't perfect, so you hit off to the side a little bit, you're going to have multiple BBs going out, so you're still going to hit what you want. A shotgun, by far, is your best bet for a home defense. And it's a great all-around gun. You can use it after this. You can use it to go duck hunting, use it to go skeet shooting, you can use it to go pheasant hunting, whatever you want. Shotgun is by far the best home defense weapon, though. You can get a 12 gauge, but a 20 gauge will probably do what you want. Get your 20 gauge, get some double-aught buck. And when you get that buckshot, make sure you get some birdshot, get some skeet loads too, something cheap that you can take it out and practice, and that's the key thing. Once you get one, it's a big responsibility. You need to take it out, you need to practice, you need to be proficient with it, and you need to be safe. If you have a wife, significant other, you should really take them out and teach them how to use it too. You should take your children out, teach them how to use it, teach them to respect the firearm. I know some of you are going to have people in your lives that'll tell you you don't need to get a firearm for protection. They might even try to shame you for it. But here's the thing, protecting your family, protecting yourself is your responsibility. Don't let anybody ever shame you for taking responsibility and making sure that you and your family are safe and taken care of. That's about all I have to say right now. And that was my thoughts.